Indeed, winter is coming. Mighty Vikings, I welcome you to our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. You guys have voted. This has come atop of it. It's very closely followed by Mask of the Betrayer DLC for Neverwinter Nights 2, because we just recently finished the campaign of Neverwinter Nights 2. So it was kind of probably obvious that you might want to go towards that, but it was very closely won by Pillars of Eternity. I have no idea about the lore, what the backgrounds, the classes, how it goes, so it will be a communal experience. I'm open for suggestions, hints, tips, tricks. Please no story spoilers or anything that spoils me the experience itself, or like telling me, hey, you have to pick this ability because in the near future you're getting this item or something like that. So that being said, if you are down for a Pillars of Eternity journey and you might be watching this later on the tubes, please do let me know in the comments down below. What was your build class starting decision of character? Like, what was your first PC character that you've made? And I'm excited to experience this game with you guys together. So, Seeker, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I also see that Super Richie jumped in. Good morning. We're gonna play in normal. I'm a fan of hardcore and Iron Man mode, but for the sake of a potential continuation and full playthrough, we're not gonna go for the Trial of Iron. And expert mode disables a number of helper features in the game. I'm not an expert, so I think we're just gonna go for normal, and that's good. That's good. A hard out to wink at Icewind Dale campaign when seeing the menu. We were just earlier talking about the 50 elements. Ooh, story time. Obsidian Entertainment presents. Man, I love these old school isometric approaches. Pillars of Eternity. Ha 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 ha. Okay, that was a little bit anticlimactic. Oh, story time.
For the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern, his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Oh no, so the caravan stopped? We're part of a caravan, it seems. Okay. Interesting. Is that when... Okay, now we decide what character we... Oh, okay, here is the character making. I mean, graphically, it's not the wowest of graphics, but who needs fantastic visuals for nice CRPGs? Wink at Baldur's Gate 3, I mean, it looks fantastic, but still, they don't necessarily need it. If you have things that portray it in a good way, I'm okay with that as well. This is how your Skyrim journey begins, on the back of a caravan, caught. Oh, finally, you're awake. There is actually an Tangier claim for exactly that, where it's like a flashbang coming on screen, and it drops you into Skyrim. That would be a fantastic crossover moment there. This is Obsidian's best game, hands down. Real be real. How you doing, by the way? Welcome in. Hacks, I see as well. Welcome, welcome. I've heard that the latest title Avowed was not doing so well, like this, like the prior Pillars of Eternities, like in terms of in-depth and whatnot. We're gonna play a male. We're gonna let's have a look. What do we have here? Human. What is an Aumaua? What are you, fish guy? The mighty Aumaua are the largest of the Kith race and are commonly found in near oceans. They're not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water. Okay, so they're not necessarily fish people, but they are getting, I don't know, energies of the water. They have an affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as Ruatai, are based on naval dominance. Okay, so they're just sea people, not necessarily fish people. Fallout New Vegas hype? What? Well, that was very meh, but I always prefer isometrics. Oh, Fallout New Vegas because it was from Obsidian. Fine. Not fish people, but a bit fishy. I see. Dwarfs. Yes. We gotta go dwarf, definitely. Elves. I'm not even gonna read that because we don't like the pointiers. What are you? What the fuck are you? All ends are the smallest of the Kith race. Is it Kith are the terminology for the people living on that? Do many cultures don't consider them as civilized at all. Also notable for their large ears, two-toned skin, and hirsutes bodies. Okay, so they're very hairy, it looks like. Two-toned skin and hirsute bodies, all commonly found in the Eir Glenfarth, the territory compromised by the forest. I see. The Ixamal plains and parts of the Durwood. Not Drywood, Durwood. Okay. Kith is also a sentient intelligence life. Godlike. Excuse me, what the The godlike are the children of the Kith, civilized races, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider a blessing. These aspects may take many forms and often come with mythical powers. This looks interesting. I'm nearly tempted for a godlike character, but I'm a dwarf. I love me dwarfs. They're ugly Evox. That is, welcome in. Oh boy. You can make a godlike with a dwarf body? Like, just make him small? Nature godlike, moon godlike, fire godlike, death godlike. Jeebus. Godlikes are awesome. I know you love your awesomers. Oh, you choose their race afterwards? Oh. Ordens are useful race, you just don't know what they're useful for. I see. Okay. We could have a god like that. Deaf godlike are the most distrusted of their kind. Strange growths cover their eyes or some cases entire face, giving them a sinister appearance. The growths are transparent for the godlike, but opaque from the outside, hiding their features. Deaf godlike are commonly killed at birth because many cultures consider them to be harbingers of doom. When deaf godlikes attack an enemy with 25% or less endurance, their damage is increased. Okay. They can't wear helmets. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, quick vote. 1 in chat if you should go for a godlike dwarf. 2 if you should go for a standard dwarf. Very quick. 1s and 2s in chat. 1's for yes, godlike. 2 for no, standard dwarf. Of course, my mods are backstabbing and saying 3. I never learn from my mistakes. There we go. Tariq, real, Marias. Can build a die. There we go. Some proper things. Good. Looks like most are saying yes to godlike. Okay, let's have a quick look at the death godlike. We're getting in 25% damage boost when endurance is lower than that. Fire. When reduced below 50%, fire godlikes glow like metal in the forge, gaining damage reduction and doing a small amount of fire damage on a creature who hits them in melee. You just follow my mods, Zoltar? Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Thank you, Ten Reagan. Highly appreciate it. Can we have a shout out for Ten Reagan, by the way? Good. Moon Godlight. Silver Tides. Every encounter when reduced below above 50 endurance, Moon Godlikes generate waves of healing moonlight that restores endurance to them and their allies. Oh. So when they lose health, they spread healing spells? Okay. Wellsprings of life grants a bonus to might, constitution, dexterity when endurance is below 50. I kind of like the idea of a fire dwarf, though. Are you playing on the hardest difficulty? We're not playing on the hardest difficulty now. I don't want this to become a grind. I think normal is okay challenge. I think fire is thematically fitting to a dwarf. Kind of like, you know, dwarf being in the forge, working with fire. The bodies of the fire godlike often resemble hot metal, burnt wood, or stone with harmless flames that erupt from the cracks of their skin. Yeah. Many locals believe they have the power to awaken volcanoes, or that killing one may cause a volcano to be awakened. In the Durwood, fire godlikes are often seen as a sign of a blessing of Magran, goddess of war and fire and transformation, purification, consumption, and trials. The patron goddess of the Durwood. Okay. The dread you felt was immense, isn't like how dangerous and difficult it was? So, we're gonna be a dwarf? Okay, I hope we can have a beard, at least. We're gonna be a paladin. We're getting athletic +2, lore +1. We're getting a +14 on average to our endurance. Health is a long-term damage. Regains through rest and certain, I see. So, I hope we can change our appearance very soon, because it looks very funky. So, there's different paladin orders. If you don't have a meter build, it is very, very ridiculously difficult. Fair enough. There are the Bleak Walkers, are soldiers dedicated to conducting warfare mercilessly and with extreme brutality in order to bring a swift end to conflicts. Because they're renowned for their terrible and unyielding nature, most nobles will only call on them as a last resort. The Bleak Walkers' behavior reinforces cruelty because the quickest resolution to a battle is one in which the Bleak Walkers arrives unannounced and a surrender immediately follows. To ensure that the people understand that no mercy will be given by the Bleak Walkers, they never give quarter under any circumstances. Holy crap. Cruel, aggressive, disfavored dispositions, but benevolent and diplomatic. Nah, we're a warrior of light, more or less. We'll see. Darkozi Paladin. The oldest known paladin order in the world are the Darkozi Paladin. They founded as the gods of the Darkozi Palace in the Grand Vaila over 2,000 years ago. Since the shattering of Grand Vaila, the Darkozi Paladini, sounds like an Italian order, have transformed into the protectors and ambassadors of the immense Darkozi family as a well-oiled Belain culture. The Darkozi Paladini are widespread and occasionally even come into conflict with each other due to the mechanizations of the Darkozi family. Paladins of the Order are renowned for their wit and love of life. It is important to note, what? To write notes down. If you go bleak worker, doesn't have to be cruel and evil. You can just be someone who is brutal and ruthless to get the job done. Understand. Gold Pack Knights. An order of mercenary paladins who sell themselves for all sort of defensive and offensive engagements. They emerged on the Pearl Coast a few hundred years ago and managed to survive the destructions of the dwarven nations that created them. Oh, that sounds nice. The gold-packed knights are not especially brutal and are willing to shift directions based on the desires of their employers. As their name suggests, the gold-packed knights believe payment forms a binding contract, and they're known for being non-judgmental, professional, and impressively mirthless. Yeah? Okay. That sounds very, very dwarven. Driven by gold. Kind wayfarers. The most widespread paladin order are the kind wayfarers. They are guides and protectors of the travelers, often people of the limited means to travel dangerous areas. Kind wayworkers lack the noble prestige of other paladin orders, but are widely respected by commoners. Kind wayfarers lack the centralized culture, and so on and so forth. They've improved their finances via cartography and working with groups like the Hand of the Occult to develop travel guides. Zotar. The shield bearers of Sant Elga. During a peace negotiation, an archer from the kingdom of Adir shot the noblewoman emissary of Kulkin. And I'm pretty sure that the kingdom of Adir are freaking pointy ears. That sounds like elven intrigue. Elka nevertheless made a second attempt at negotiation. Accompanied by 3 elven knights whose only arms were... Okay. I think it's the other way around. Accompanied by 3 elven knights whose only arms were shields they held in front of Elka to protect her. Elka succeeded, helping form the Adir Empire. The knights who protected her founded the shield bearers of Saint Elka, who continue to act as guardians and diplomats in Adir and beyond. They're all well known for their honesty and skill in negotiation. Steve Oxius, you elves. I like you already. First time chatter here. Welcome aboard. Skull, my friend. They possess extraordinary mental abilities that allow them to manipulate the souls and psyches of others. Ooh. So, gold-packed knights, I think sounds like that we're gonna go for. Good. We have here Flame of Devotion or Lay on Hands. 2 times per encounter. Full attack, crush, accuracy versus deflection, plus 50% damage is burn, plus 20 accuracy. I'm not really yet sure what these kind of allocations and terms specifically help us there. As part of the almost every attack, it influences how likely the attack is to hit the target. Okay. What does crush do? There are 8 damage types. 8? Slash, pierce, crush, burn, shock, corrode, freeze, and raw. Jesus. Okay, this is based on a 100 die system. I see. Deflection is our AC. Okay, gotcha. Greedy dwarf, always. So, Flame of Devotion is where we grab. Attributes. Ooh. Now comes the fun part. Highly recommend for Paladin, Resolve. Resolve reflects a character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and emotional intensity. In combat, it helps characters maintain concentrations and the will and deflection defenses. 1 in intelligence or intellect. His logic, also highly recommended for Paladins. I see. There's only one true race, the Orcs. Unless you're going to go in the main tank, Resolve is not worth bringing up. Oh, we're definitely gonna be the main tank. I'm gonna be in the front line. Bam. Shield and board. Shield and hammer or something like that. The star ones are the important ones for your class. Important ones. Because you can just sort of compelled to die said if you're not going main tank, Resolve is not your thing to pick or needed to pick. Simple as. Mm, mm, mm. So, suggestions in terms of how we should put this. How many points we had? 15? Let's go might 16, constitution 14. You wonder who I will take into the party and who I like? I cannot tell you. So, might overall. In combat, it contributes to both damage and healing, as well as fortitude defense. The higher my might, the better I heal. Its character's physical and spiritual strength. Interesting combination. All might. Plus 18 damage and healing and 12 fortitude. Uh-huh. It changes over there on the right, I see. Laying in a hand like a fist. Somebody's getting knocked out cold, 0 HP, and the dwarf is like, wake up! Bam! Bam! Worked. Healed. That's hilarious. Endurance and health and fortitude. What is fortitude standing for? Resisting attacks. Poison, disease, etc. Okay. Mighty constitution, but can also be influenced by other effects. Gives me also plus 20% endurance and health. Damage is not absorbed, but a character's damage reduction goes straight to their health and endurance. When a character's health reaches 0, they will either be maimed or killed, depending on the game settings. A main character is reduced to 0 health will always be killed. I see. Forget lay of hand, get ready for slap of life. Oh man, that's hilarious. I remember correctly, Pillars of Eternity makes a clear distinction between tanks and damage dealers. Yeah, we're gonna be a tank. Dexterity, action speeds. I think I would like to have a certain amount of action speed. Area of effect, duration. In combat, it contributes to the will of defense and influence durations and areas of effect for abilities and talents. Concentration, deflection, and will. I think there should be some 14 in there. I'm not really sure about the rest. It's like the hardest part for me when starting a new type of game where I don't know exactly what number for what means exactly what. Is there a possibility to reskill your character in building and, you know, reshuffle him mid-game? If you're not happy with your attributes and whatnot? You can retrain your guy? Okay. So you can alter specific things. I see. If I put this to 0, then there is nothing there. Can change the class and race. That I don't care about attributes and whatnot. Would be interesting to see. In combat, it contributes to accuracy, the reflex defense, and grants a bonus to interrupt. What does interrupt mean? Interrupting the enemy. I think dexterity and perception are going better together. To have like a fast fighter who's interrupting. I mean, can redo is not a yes, and I'm just gonna tell you that apparently in Pillars of Eternity, might adds to your power of healing. Since we are a paladin, this is not gonna be a lay of hands, but a slap of life. Oh, this is so hilarious. I love it. So... do you want to go lower on my constitution and boost a little bit intellect? Get a plus 20%. Plus 20% is pretty good. Action speed, I like that we're not that slow. I'm gonna leave it like that for the moment. And we'll see about it next. Culture. Edir. The Edir Empire is currently the largest and most powerful force in the part of the world. It's centered around the equator and has a tropical climate. Created Edir is the heart and the houses the majority of its human and elven nation. We're not coming from there. Deadfire Archipelago. Consisting of the nation of Nazitag and dozens of Omona settlements and hundreds of lawless pirate-infested islands. Wait, isn't Deadfire the sequel? Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire? Deadfire Archipelago is the last stop for anyone. Yes, it is. Headed to the east of the multitude of monstrous sea creatures infested by oceans beyond, making travel virtually impossible. Ikzamitl Plains. Located in the northeast of Glanfath. A territory compromised by the forest southeast of Bale River, populated by a group of loosely affiliated tribes collectively known as the Glanfathams. Okay. The Old Vaila. Once the crown jewel of the Seven Seas, Old Vaila is now a crumbled remnant of the Empire, counting many humans and dwarfs among their ranks. Thanks a lot, Nairis, for the clip. The Living Lands is where Avowed takes place. Ooh. Ruatai. Dominated by the Amoa nation of Ruatai, the Gulf itself is a host to numbers of nations, most of them Amua, Orlan, and Dwarven. Though these countries are relatively young, they are some of the most advanced colonial settlements of the East. The Gulf is a land of riches and resources for those who can make them, through the entire coast of often pummeled by violent storms. Okay, but that means for me that I'm gonna boost the attribute stand from Constitution by 1 and put it into Intellect, so we have 12 on Intellect. Yeah. Thanks go out to Chaos Cup and the hilarious expression. That's true. Did you notice the culture changes on your gear? Yes. Depending on the culture that we pick, the gear has altered. This sounds like the most interesting combination that would make sense in terms of the background for the character. Coming from a region that is mostly populated by Amawa, Orlands, and Dwarven characters. Also rich of resources. Ruatai and Amawa are the naval British Empire. Old Valia, Italy merchant states. The Living Lands. Mountainous region of large northern islands renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable and its ecosystem vary dramatically. And the White that wins. A large cracked southern expanse of polar ice, the White that wins is home to pale elves and small colonies of daring explorers. Ruatai, we're gonna go. Italy, Spanish, Portuguese. Good. We are from Rawatai. Rawatai. Okay. Backgrounds. Aristocrats. Dissidents. Drifter. Hunter. Mercenary. Laborer. Merchants. Scholar. Or slave. Ooh. Slave. You've never known freedom. Shackles and chains have bound your existence, and someone has told what to do your entire life. We're gonna grab a slave background. Since people don't really trust the godlike and whatnot, maybe we got suppressed from the beginning because they were afraid something happened to us, and they kind of like shoved us into a hole in the mountain to work for resources and whatnot until we came out there and joined the Gold Peg Knights for money. Yeah, I'll take that. Survival and athletics are the best for frontliners anyways. I see. Portraits. Head. Oh, that's a shame. There's not a lot of choices here. We have no facial hair with the dwarf. Being sold to the Gold Pact Order would be fitting, for example, yeah. Perfect. No facial hair because of godlike. Yeah, it makes sense because it's burning. But it would be nice to have like a burning beard. But yeah. I'll take it. Like this little crown that we have here going on. We have also the fitting picture to it with that smile. That just looks very wicked. Oh boy. Colors: primary, blue. Secondary, red. Blue and red. Yes. Burning beard will look awesome, right, Dragon Lady? Obsidian, you missed your clue there. You missed your cue. So, that's that. Good. Voice. Cocky.
Ready when you are. I'll lead the way. You're mine. Quick and quiet. Ready when you are.
I've got this.
Definitely not feisty.
Sharp eyes and keen ears. Oh?
Nope.
Leading the way. Attack!
Easy now.
Hmm?
Leading the way.
Sinister.
Keeping an eye out. Yes. Now I am the leader of the group. A blade in the dark.
I mean, it's kind of fitting that airy look.
Hey there. Watch and learn.
Nah, that's too smooth talking.
Let's go. Nice and slow.
Follow me.
Benevolent.
Ah!
Not a sound. I'm here. I'm flattered.
I'm flattered.
Let's go! Quick and quiet. Ready when you are.
I think Cocky is the one I like most to this appearance.
I'll lead the way.
Yeah. Sounds kind of young. Fitting to your character. Good. Enter the name. Kormakrtv. Maybe not Kormakrtv. You look to me like a Dvanmur. Yeah. The Saga of Dvanmur. I like it. I'd like it. Flameshifter the Second. Obsidian has attempted to prevent min-maxing with attributes by making all the attributes useful for all classes. Nevertheless, I believe I have largely dispensed with Constitution. Dvanmur. It is. Done. Oh. Oh! Journey of the Gilded Whale. What's this? Looks like a crypt. Some statues. Oh, there's the pillars from the thing. Hey there, Panda. How you doing? Oh, it's not fully voiced? The current master finishes addressing the group. His bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
The music is a little bit too loud.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
Okay, so we're going to Gilded Vale, apparently. But why? Curious, we gotta find out more, I guess. Elastic Urban Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
I have the rumbling rot?
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail.
Okay.
Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
So it looks like we're sick.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
But Emma looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lackey-intense man named Sparfle. Okay. It looks like we have some sort of disease going on. You're not liking the visuals, Panda Visions? I mean, it's old school isometric. Doesn't have to be for everybody, of course. Is this a max difficulty run? Yeah. Shelter, how you doing? Welcome in. It's been a while. So where do I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those ruins then?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay.
Money
if you don't
to be
mind getting
made?
stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now
You gotta
and
go
again.
to those.
They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
Oh, okay.
Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn. So I hear.
Your character attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may all open up options in dialogue. Oh, that's interesting. Just like to see shit. Goddamn panda. Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Okay. And what about these big crystals behind you?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this.
Adra.
Goes deep like tree roots. Some
Can we
of it all
harvest
the
it? It
way to
looks
the
fancy.
heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days.
Understood, understood.
The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
I see. So there's some old ruins that are being apparently guarded and watched over. And these weird crystals are told that they might reach into the center of the world. Interesting. I'm kind of digging this portraits vibe that is going on with the top layers of actors moving around on these kind of painted illustrations. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. No, the decision was very simple there in terms of the difficulty was Should we go highest and probably have a lot of grind and reload and whatnot to have? Or should we have a normal experience, how the game is intended to be experienced, and have our challenges as we go? And therefore we went with normal, because then we would end up probably a lot into reloading scenes over and over again. Nobody objected against it, other than my dear mod Drasus always liked to troll me. And I felt that was the best decision to do. Jareth, how you doing? Welcome in. Not the sort of type of crystal, it seems. Shame. Yeah, it seems it's not that wealthy or worthy to you. I'm not gonna go into hardcore Iron Man mode. Maybe for a rerun, if we might dare to attempt that. Is it dangerous out here to have to take care of myself?
Not if you hurry about your business.
What does that mean?
And not if the weather holds up.
What kind of weather do we have out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind.
Okay.
But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick.
A
Born
beawick?
out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never care to.
So walking spirits, or what is he talking about? Okay, I'll go and see those berries things then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot.
No, thank
But
you.
you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got
Oh.
a schedule to keep.
Excuse me. He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes on the legs of a sturdy armor-clad woman who spent the journey nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Calisca. Calisca!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Oh, hello there. She's looking pretty.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
I like the tone already.
Don't listen to her, you're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard
Fair
the man.
enough.
Let's get going before you keel over.
Is there formations as well? There is formations. There's also customs formations. Can I alter the customs formation by right-clicking? I see. Yeah, I'm gonna have you in the front and you in the back. What are you? You have knockdown as an ability in second wind. So it sounds to me like a warrior type. You have the torch and the knife in there. What the frick do I have there? What are these? Cloak of the Obsidian Order. The Obsidian Order is shrouded in mystery and with an even hand of the occult. Some scholars have speculated that the Order's members are diverse groups from all over Eora, brought together by the love of exploration, fierce battle, and wondrous stories. This is like a cloak of the developers or something like that. Yeah, and has the Pillars of Eternity symbol on it. Cute. Tiny obsidian worm. A giant miniature space piglet. Are these pets? I have pets. I wanna have a freaking space pig following me. Or dragon. Let's see how the dragon looks like. And what's that ring? Grants Gorn's pledge 2 times per rest. Plus 15 endurance. Is that a heal? Or does it boost my health? This item has the ability to shield the wearer from the myriad perils of the plague. An aspect of the god, symbolizes here by many of the interlocked sickles that form the ring. As Gorn helps protect the dignity of the old age, so due to his followers pledged to prevent young lives from being harvested before that time. I think it's a healing ring. This crafting? Man, I wish such a crafting table for Neverwinter Nights 2 was present. Okay. So look at that little... Oh, I have a little draggy flying with me. That's cute. Okay. And the piggy? What does that look like? Filling the peak more. Okay, we can zoom in and zoom out. That's interesting. Middle mouse button to move around. Is there a button
Quick
for
and
highlight?
quiet.
I see. Scouting mode is used for stealth and finding hidden objects like traps and secret containers. Moving towards a character accelerates how quickly they will detect you. Okay, so tab is for highlighting stuff. Lockpicking. I'm gonna do a save here.
Let's see what's in here.
Locked. Can I punch it in? Attack. I cannot. Okay. It's the vengeful apparitions of all the bacon you have consumed. Could be. So, Curvan Masters hidden.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
There you go. Most people you've encountered in the world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them. You see men wearing simple, mostly neat clothes.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
That's so.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Let me see what you got. So we have a little bit of money. We could grab here some alterations. We have 1 different weapons. Could have some lockpicks. Okay. Good. Retrain character. Okay, so there's where I can retrain a character. Pure and simple. That's cool and good to know. We do have a warhammer that makes crush damage. And a shield. Good. Let's keep going. The special items with the pet were actual items for backers. Slow mode. Oh, it's half speed slow mode. I see. Sparkle.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Excuse me. So, is there a way that the camera is following our protagonist? What do we have here? Word. The path winds through a narrow canyon. Back
We
to the way
shouldn't
you
stray
come.
too far.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's check for
D2.
those outcroppings.
How you doing? Best game? Young Wolf. Ooh. Do I have
Ready
any
when you are.
abilities? I do have the Flame of Devotion, 2 times per encounter. Does that mean I can do this more often? It's interesting that we don't have, like, some sort of hotkey bar or something like that with the abilities.
Ready when you are.
Okay, I do have it with my opening up. Fair enough.
Not a problem.
So, let's attack.
Ready when you are.
What you need?
What's that? 2 times per encounter. Let's knock him down. Once the character has been engaged in melee, when the character is engaged, they immediately stop moving. Okay, so there is attacks of opportunity. Holy shit, 26 damage straight up. You scored a crit. First roll of the day and it's a crit. We are God blessed. That's what you get. That's what you get. They're more likely to occur when the attack's accuracy is higher than the target's defense. Attacks do damage, will do more damage on crits. Okay, roll the nat 20. Or in this case, a natural 100s. It's a D100 system, I've heard. Grazes are worse than hits and suffer decreased damage and effect durations. Okay. Knocked it down. And that it is. Could be that crit was intentional for tutorial purpose. Can somebody show Jack the door? Time at 1 minute for Jack.
This is it.
Springberries. There we go. Slave. So what's a slave doing here in the Free Paladin Durwood? Guessing those marks on your back didn't come from loving caresses. I was on a galley at sea. Yeah, I was happy to come here. Well, our ship wrecked. Most of our people pulled to the bottom by our chains, and I was lucky. Well, we've all got things we'd like to leave behind. Gods know I do. I tell you, Dad. Here's hoping they never track us down. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Redrick's offer makes a girl, I think. I'll give him that. So you're here to settle, like the rest of the lot? To be honest, I haven't given it much thought. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. No harm in that. Might as well, you know, see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. Why did our young adventurer dwarf come this way? I hope to meet someone and fall in love. Yeah. I don't want to scare you, but the way some of these rural times look, you might want to reconsider that. Lots of sideways teeth and the hair sprouting from unexpected places. Anyways, I'm wasting time here. Well, then will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here, though? My sister's moved out sometimes back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing the guide work in Ixamitl, but I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, and I'm here, and then we'll, you know. Well, them I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive his route this way, but he's doing it for me. I see. You want to tell me anything about yourself? I got simple needs. You know, I like open skies, far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. I like dwarven dick. My family wanders too. We started in Durwood, but my parents ended up in Living Lands. I've got a brother in Ruatai and another in Adir. My sister's in Gilded Whale, and she's the only real homebody. Understood. What can you tell me about Deerwood? Not much of a history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after the war some years back. The locals are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, though. I've been hearing weird kinds of things about lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now. But somehow it's getting worse. I have to ask my sisters more about it. Alright, let's get back to the camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon, so... we should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down over the way. Come on, let's get our water. Okay. As it only goes down Jill from here? It's down Calisca. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody. Everybody come.
I'll go on ahead.
Should I, in general, try
Stay
to
quiet.
do a little bit of stealthing at positions? Is there a high chance that we find something that is hidden to the eye?
I'll go on ahead.
So there is a double speeds. Okay, so I can move around in high speed. It's not here anymore. Normal speed, I see. Well, that's a good thing to have. From over there we got those mushrooms. There's the stream. Some arc. Probably went over the bridge, I guess. Our friendly. What do I have here? Nothing in particular. How's the audio mix, by the way, Chad?
You
Attack
better
it.
run!
Oh, crap. There's a lot of dead over here. What do we have there? Leather armor and lockpicks. The corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts from its putrid waves. A dark crusted what? A dark crusted bloodstain besmirched its simple linen clothing. Like, should we
Quick and quiet.
stealth around at these points of interest to see if we can find specific
on ahead.
items? Because it said that sneaking around can find hidden treasure and traps and whatnot. Should it be a rule of thumb to do when exploring? Pillars of Eternity, the first game for which I used to reshade to increase sharpness, among other things. That background is only 2D in a 3D grid. If you have a thing for reshade, please let me know. I would love to put some on it. You can speed a game when sneaking as well. That's true.
Stay quiet.
So you could sneak around like that.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Did he now? You crouch to the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Calisca waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you look sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely... This says audiobook's quality. Nice. Barely discernible into the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there's a strange strangeness in his gait. He strides wobbly as he moves towards you with a labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock, and then he collapses forward in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Uh-oh.
Ambush!
Oh! We got two of them, okay. A moment's respite. I have to say I'm really liking the design of everything so far. And the presentation. Okay, you go tackle him. And that's okay. Go on that.
Ready when you are.
And I'm gonna go attack this dude. Nice hit. Sometimes a weapon or spell simply isn't well suited for penetration and enemy damage reduction. When an attack hits the DRL, will be wiped out all but a small percentage of incoming damage. You'll hear your character complain about it when it happens. Okay. So if the damage type is not doing good, we hear about it. That's okay. Good. Good.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
If that is an ambush, oh crap. Did the camp guard attack then? Potentially. The music is also good. So is that a way of moving around Compelled to Die? You go into
Nothing will
sneak
slip
mode
past
and then
me.
speed mode. And then walk around. The footprints around the campfire are indistinct and may have been here for days longer.
Found something.
There's ale. Oh, there we go. We found something. Ooh, what's that? Pistols? There's pistols in the game? Valiant clothing, tricorn hat. What the? Dude, can I make like a pirate dude with a flintlock and whatnot? There's black powder gunfire, pistols, rifles, blunderbusses. Oh. Look at that fancy clothing. Damage reduction is 5. Light armor. Melee armor. Yes, you can pirate in pillars. That's cool. In fact, one of the effective strategy with paladins is opening combat is using your flames of devotion with an arquebus for big damage, and then run in with your melee. What the hell is an arquebus? I guess it's a rifle or something like that. It's a black powder rifle. Interesting. Okay. I have a bad feeling about the... Oh, crap. Go for him. Let's go. Nice. Let's do it again.
What you need?
Knock him on his ass. Okay, I'm getting a hang of this. Pretty powerful. There we go.
Yeah?
So... Lots of food. There's a stash. Wait, I can put loot straight into the stash and don't have to have them into my inventory?
Not a problem. I'll go on ahead.
So what do we have here?
Nothing will slip past me.
Is there anything over here?
Shh. I'll go on ahead.
Doesn't seem so. All around you lie is the massacred remains of those others who have traveled with you, prepped with arrows and knife hilts, blades, and bug-eyed and filthy. Calisca puts the back of her left hand to her mouth, as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from the bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Hyoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lady, lay down your arms. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Air Glanfath. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. Interesting. You now have a rank in disposition reputation. This reputation represents how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputation will be favored by some people, and benign reputation often bring out of the worst of the certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in pillars. But if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their disposition with what is favored by their deity and order. For the main character only, their disposition will modify the effects of the holy radiance. For the priests, the faith and convictions for paladins. Interesting. Your words carry no weight. So say it again. Lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. I could try to rush the man before he can react. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you are worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting these ruins, would you? The man frowns and motions of its swing his as if to swing his axe. Heodon winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the monk cocks his head, intrigued. Of course. But he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept his charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it's what you were told? It has always been known to my people. I see. And what of Galloway's edict that weakens and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Galloway would want some moldly crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did. Just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grips falter on his axe handle, and he nearby fumbles it, affording Heodin the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ah yes, debating the crazy axe motor in theology. Exactly how you should do it.
How can I help?
What can you do? Blinding strike. Probably you. You're gonna knock his ass on the grounds.
Just say the word.
And I'm gonna come over to help with him. Oh wow. That was a nice crit. Wait, you're not coming over to attack? There we go. You immobilized a spine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent, among others dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasp. He looks not at you, but at the sky above. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind steers the air. Oh shit. The man's eye rolled back as he closed them. Good. Good. The gods are just. Ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and violent, opening the pods, rattling tens like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. What the hell of wind is this? Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom slashed across the chest and bowel, Ordeman's body steers, and with great effort he raises his sagging head. His eyes barely open, he looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Okay. We're running. We're running. The fire is becoming blue. What the hell is happening? What a wild start. Straight up getting ambushed, the whole caravan is getting destroyed. Straight against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself onto the ledge. Heodin trails behind, slowly but injury delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been fainting death lunges for Heodon and topples him onto the rocky grounds. Restrained, Heodon lashes out against his fatigued resilience, but struggles to break his hold. They're close to you. Despite the wind from your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Throw your weapon at the attacker. Your aim is true. Ooh. And the hit jars Heodin loose. Lurching to his feet, Heodin clambers up the base of the rocks As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. Oh, what an Arnold Schwarzenegger movement here. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it, securing his other hand. You pull with a waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked off from your sockets. They hold just long enough for Heodin to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonance of the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menace the old stones before you, loosening connection, unsettling balance. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath on its own weight. Nice. So the entrance we run into the archway is now closed because it breaks down on us. Fair enough. Lovely. And now we're going to be in a den of, I don't know, undead creatures.
Was that?
Was that what?
A Beowulf. Had to be.
Sounds like it.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
She's very feisty and considerable. Okay, okay. Fair enough. So, Mr. Wait, didn't it say that your hand has been torn off? Apparently so. Apparently not so. Hunting bow. You know what, Sidon? Welcome in. How's it going? Fantastically. Thank you for asking. So far we've hit everything. Oh, I have lost my weapon though, because I threw it. So I'm gonna grab this hatchet now. Instead of the hammer. Tricorn hat cannot be worn. But it could be worn by you. Ha ha ha. Fantastic for choosing us then, units, for chilling before work with us. Thank you kindly for that. So here's leather armor. With some beer. Damage reduction, if we drink it. Oh, nice. Very dwarven of us. May have that as a quick item. Have some beer chucked down into our throat. This game has your favorite version of Monk in any fiction game. You're in dodgy boys, you're armored tanky bruisers. That as they take more damage, they deal more damage and become more durable. It's like a berserker vibe to me, if you ask me.
Not a problem.
The lower level of the runes have been blocked off by fallen rubble. Interesting.
Be quiet. That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
Probably. Do you know what happened out there? Windstorm of a kind, they only get in Air Glenfarth. Not too many people live through them. It's hard to know what's true. The Glenfathan word is Biavik. To them, it's the god's way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Who did attack us? Glenfathans. Those who'd been the hut dwellers Oldema warned you about. Look to be fangs of Galawain. Were the twitches of the lot. They got ruin to ruin. They go to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Dema. I think he half expected this once we lost his main the main lord. The Glenfathan said we're trespassing. I didn't believe that. Odema would never allow it. But as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glenfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or Oh, there's looters here with us now. That's not something we need right now. That's true. There could be looters in here. I'm doing fantastic, you know. Thank you for asking. I'm very excited for this new playthrough here. What about everyone else in our caravan? The wheels got hold of them now. God grants them better luck in their next lives. They're probably all dead. Don't seem too upset about all this. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking, cause there's nothing else to be done, and cause there's other people you care about who still need you. Like your sister. Oh, fair enough. Let's get going then. Sorry for asking, lady.
Shh.
Sorry for asking. What are you playing at the moment, Jonas? I mean, like, curious if
Someone
we
else
have the
has
same
been here.
problem.
We should move.
I hope so. I hope so, Dras, that we have enough. Because if we do, we can return to Pathfinder as well. Camping supplies, hammer and chisel. Simple iron hammer and chisel used for chipping away hard surfaces. Oh, nice. And a mace. Nice. You discovered some camping supplies. You can use them to rest in the wilderness. Fully restore your character's abilities and health. Okay, so it's kind of like a long rest. Fair enough. 13 to 19 crush damage. I'll take that. Instead of the axe. Gonna move you out into... Can I click multiple items? Is that doable? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cool. Yes! Oh my goodness gracious. Something like this I wanted for... Neverwinter Nights. It was a pain in the ass to do selling stuff and whatnot. Oh, shit. I click those all. How do I drag you then in here? Does work. Now it worked. What the hell? Okay, cool. Small shields, torch. Last thing about Pathfinder Kingmaker, Wrath, and Rogue Trader is there is a mod that does text-to-speech with natural voices. That is true. Although it sounds a little bit AI-ish, that text-to-speech. Pathfinder Kingmaker at the moment. Try to continue the Secret series with Secret 3. But you don't like Secret 3? Secret 2, I think, is getting a remake or remaster or something like that from... What is that? A tremblous, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Xorib. It watches you cautiously, breathing in dragged sighs. A lizard. It's okay, I won't hurt you. The Xorib recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and resumes its defensive posture. Raise your arm and stand still. The creature cocks its head and approaches you. Slowly back away. Does it want food or something?
Nothing will slip past me.
Eastern Reach is a dangerous place of lurking enemies and carefully concealed secrets.
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
Trap detected. Wow, there's a lot of traps. Okay, what do we have here? A relief gem. I'm gonna grab that. Tattered journal. A small folio torn in several places and blood soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. Can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Angwithan artifact. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging in some ruins, but if he's right about this gem leading in a hidden treasure, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I had to kill Lynn in the morning, then just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. So that gem opens up something. Good to know.
Wait. Do you hear that?
No. Can I put the gem into that socket over there? Doesn't look like it. One thing I recommend, Corm, is you enable disposition dialogue and options as a paladin. Options. Game. Difficulty. Show personality reputation. What does that do for us? So, stoic and rational is the favorite disposition. Passionate and aggressive is the disfavorite position. Your paladin is based around dispositions and dialogue options. Okay. What happens if I go against me? Do I then lose my abilities for my paladin things? I see. I see. Well, that helps us.
Those symbols. Just like the tiles.
That's true. The symbol do like the tiles. What do we have here? This symbol must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows the possession of the Ingvithians from all the Kith races. A Moa, Elf, Orland, Dwarf, and Human. They walk among pillars similar to the ones that span this chamber, each one topped with a flame. Okay, I guess that is what we have to make here with the pillars, maybe? I don't see any blur on my side. See, anybody seeing any blur for what Seekers is mentioned? Lesser black ooze. More black ooze. Oh boy. So the safe. Let's gun it down.
You better run!
Okay. You go on that one.
Just say the word.
I still have that sickness on me. Nice. Can we blind it? It's immune to blinds. Probably also cannot knock it down. Okay.
Just say the word.
Was good. No blur yet? Yeah, I didn't see any blur yet either. What is that? A poleaxe.
Not a problem.
Oh, nice. It loots everything around. That's great.
Where'd that slime come from?
That's a lot of ooze here. Visualize an oil that smug clings to anything it touches. What is that over here? A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges on the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Use my water skin to clear off the ooze. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding this chipped away place, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of the hair to the rigets of his pointy ears, showcase a remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other. Oh, well, fill the other gem into the eye socket. The chamber begins to rumble. Secret loot! Yes! Go bunch it.
You better run!
Rip it in place. Rip it
Ready when you
apart. More ooze stuff. What do we have here? Minor cloak of protection. Oh, that's right. Amethysts. Adra. We're collecting those, baby. Yes. Gimme. You can have that cloak. So, is there anything in there?
They'll never know I'm here.
Okay, was the only that's cloak of protection. Okay, so we found the treasure, what that dude was talking about. Interesting. Seeker, I am open to installing an E&B if you want to, if you find anything good. I've played so much Rogue Trader that I've not noticed the blurring anymore. I mean, we could give it a try. What do you see there? Let's save. Then you said we should go for graphics. Change resolution to 1080p. And uncheck full screen. Close the option window and do not save the settings when prompted. So, let's disable that one. 180p. Full screen. Hit apply. Good. Close the options and do not save. Saving changes, no. I'm not sure if you guys see a difference. I don't. Is that saved now, or do I have to do this every time? What the frick are you? A Skulder. A rat man. Skavens are here, chat.
Hmm?
Do they automatically do their abilities on the enemies, or do I have to make that setting a thing? Holy crap, we completely obliterated him. Scooter meat. Okay.
Not a problem.
Not a problem. Can't you? Crack runs along the wall from the floor to the ceiling. Punch on the wall. Or push on the wall. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and solid. Push it myself. You push with all of your might and the crack begins to spread. Finally, you feel an ancient masonry give in. The wall crashes down, revealing a circular room ahead. Kaboom! That's how we like it.
I could scout ahead.
I'll go
See
on
what's
ahead.
around the corner.
No need for that. Gonna do it ourselves. So blind him.
Just say the word.
Knock his ass out. There we go. Do it again. Oh, it gets stunned from the shriek. Okay, it's dead.
Ready when you are.
Fights are heavy, I like it.
Not a problem.
Or strong.
Quick and quiet.
So... Big like that. What is that? Oh, that's overall health and the overall endurance. Interesting. So we have 2 pools of life. Let's save.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
Is that the other ends of the bridge? Spiderlings. They seem to only auto-attack. I wonder if I have to make their settings a different way.
Fresh air in here.
They'll
I think
never
we
know
found
I'm
an exit.
here.
Sounds like the storm path, too.
So...
Found something.
Oh boy, that's a lot of traps. I wonder if the pathfinding is good enough to maneuver through here. Oh wow, we're getting a lot of experience for that. Okay, I'm gonna disarm them all then. 15 XP. Just gonna disarm the whole place here then. Something there? Nope. Okay. So something to do with these here. Fire godlike. Touch the fiery air here of the braziers. Flames kindle swiftly in the brazier. Winder the path upwards. Okay. Good. Put all the braziers up. Nothing special though happening. We got the treasure from over there. Is there a map? Oh, there's a map. Oh, looks cool. Old school style map. That's fantastic. Everybody move up. There we go.
They'll never know I'm here.
Let's save. Okay, we have a big spooter up ahead. Oh, went out of... I went out of stealth.
What you need?
Still 30 damage. There we go. Knock its ass down. Good. Good. Spartan legs.
Not a problem.
That's a large. Let's move around. Did I explore the room behind the braziers? Yeah, with the ooze and the crystal eye. Right? A rapier. With here, helmets. Some more stones. So we've done everything. Don't think that there's a secret to this wall over here. I want to double check there now that Otarik said something about the room. Is there something different now that we've did all the braziers up? No. We put the eye sockets in there and use the water skin. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Stay quiet.
Well, we've got ambushed at our caravan. Everybody's died. One of these spirits, Vix whatsoever, has cast upon us. And it seems like the whole caravan is dead behind us. I'm curious what awaits us here once we go out, because they said fresh air leading to the outside. And I'm very curious what's gonna lie behind there. We're gonna see this. We gotta see a bit.